Okay, so I have this video, and then there's another video that is Red Wings related. That are gonna be kind of like talking about moves by the front office and stuff, and what it means for the teams and stuff like that. But today, for this video, it is going to be what the Isaiah Jackson, I guess draft pick, but it was trade/draft pick means for Turbonis or Myles Turner and Sabonis, what it means for our whole group of big guys. Now we know O'Shea Brissett is 100% staying. There's no way he's going. He's pretty much left off the table. Goga Batadze, I feel like this year, maybe next year, is going to be like a proving thing for him, and if he doesn't perform, then he's gone. It could be, it could not, it could be they're going to trade him right now. But yeah, there is also the possibility that that trade was just to give Aaron Holiday's minutes to Chris Duarte, and we were just getting a center who could give us depth if we had the same type of injuries we had last year. That's my favorite theory out of all of them. I like that one the most. But the main one that everyone is talking about is what will happen to Myles Turner and domantas Sabonis. Which one's going to get traded? Me personally, so here's my thing. I like Myles Turner. I like domantas Sabonis. Both of them love Indy. Both of them have been through a lot to stay in Indy, and they're good. They're good for the team. But Myles Turner, I mean, we've seen him play defense. He is a generational defender, even though people don't want to admit it. I mean, he's surpassed Rudy Gobert, and it's still decently rare to find a Rudy Gobert. It's not like there's, 10 other Rudy Goberts in the NBA. Like, Myles Turner is a generational defender. Domantas Sabonis, well, a big man his size who can score, rebound, and pass. More of them are coming over from Europe, and it's becoming a more popular thing. Remember back in like the 90s when a center who could shoot was a rare thing, and now it's kind of a common thing. That's how the passing big man is kind of going. It's going from a really rare thing to a more popularized thing, because over in Europe they teach the game differently, and that's how we get a lot of these big men like domantas Sabonis. So while domantas Sabonis is an all-star, he's a really good talent, there are going to be more of him than there are a Myles Turner. Even Isaiah Jackson might not be the same type of defender as Myles Turner. His wingspan is like 2 inches shorter, I believe. So while he's only 6'10", he does have a pretty long wingspan. So I'm not saying his height would play hugely into getting blocks, because blocks is less about height and more about timing, because you're timing when you jump and when you swat the ball. Because you can be guarding you can be a point guard guarding another point guard, and you can get blocks on them if you time it right and if you have the right skill. Now, obviously, if you're 6 feet tall and you're guarding a guy who's 7 foot, if you don't have pretty good hops, you're not going to block him. But, if you're 6'10", guarding a guy who's 7 foot, you still have a pretty good chance of blocking him if you have the skill to do so. Which Isaiah Jackson has shown, just like Myles Turner has shown. Only Myles Turner has shown it in the NBA, and Isaiah Jackson has not proven himself. So if I'm the Pacers front office, I'm moving domantas Sabonis instead of Myles Turner. That's just me, though. I like both of them, but I would move domantas Sabonis instead of Myles Turner. Really, I wouldn't move either, and I would just keep Isaiah Jackson for big depth, because we get injuries bad at the end of the season with our big men. That's my theory, is that they were trying to get playing time for Chris Duarte while getting more big man depth, and I think that'd be a really good idea with how many injuries we get at the end of the season. Even if Isaiah Jackson doesn't turn out to be super good, he's still probably going to be a serviceable player. You never know. I mean, Goga Batadze has shown that he's a pretty good defender. I mean, he'll come in for like 10 minutes and get 2 blocks. So he's a pretty good defender. But I just it'll be interesting to see what happens with them. It'll be really interesting to see what happens. So I will see you guys next time. As always, I'm not funny, and I've gained like a decent amount of subscribers since the draft and stuff. I know some of them are Pacers fans and some of them are Red Wings fans. So for the new Pacers fans, I don't just do basketball stuff. I do hockey, baseball, football, college basketball, college football, and NASCAR videos along with basketball. So just be aware of that. Same thing with the hockey people who might just be watching this. I do a lot of sports content. I don't just do one league. But yeah, I will see you guys next time.
There's the 2-2.
Oh, and he went too far.